Review of Atomic Habits, Tiny Changes, Remarkable Results. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones by James Clear. About the author James Clear. James Clear is a blogger. He was writing at jamesclear.com about habits, decision-making, and continuous improvement since 2012. He is the author of the #1 New York Times bestseller, Atomic Habits, which has sold more than 5 million copies worldwide and has been translated into more than 50 languages. He is also known for the popular 321 newsletter, which is sent out each week to more than 1 million subscribers. He is also a speaker at major companies such as Cisco, General Electric, Honda, Intel, LinkedIn, Lululemon, McKinsey & Company, Merrill Lynch, and many more. Weightlifter and former athlete, and contributor to Against Malaria Foundation, AMF. The book Atomic Habits. The book is 256 pages split in 7 big parts. First is, Fundamentals, Why Tiny Changes Make a Big Difference. And then the 4 laws. The first law, make it obvious. The second law, make it attractive. The third law, make it easy. The fourth law, make it satisfying. Each one detailed and explained in 3 sections. Then advanced tactics, how to go from being merely good to being truly great. And at last appendix. Each chapter finishes with a short summary about main ideas. An example of chapter's summary. Atomic Habits is a self-help book about creating new habits and changing or breaking bad ones. Through understanding how habits work, why it is important for your freedom and identity. Atomic Habits meanings. Atomic. 1. An extremely small amount of a thing, the single irreducible unit of a larger system. 2. The source of immense energy or power. Habit. 1. A routine or practice performed regularly, an automatic response to a specific situation. Habits are at first answers to a problem in our life. That becomes over time automatic in order to free the brain and to experience and think about other topics. Why Atomic Habits? When thinking about changing our life or getting specific outcome, we think wrongly that we need tremendous change, big actions, a lot of money, a lot of energy, unshakable motivation or determination. Whereas not, we just need to change our automatic habits. Need to change our automatic habits. That 1% that will turn up to 37% better over a year. 1% worse every day for 1 year. 0.99 compounded over 365 days equals 0.03. 1% better every day for 1 year. 1.01 compounded over 365 days equals 37.78. Improving by 1% isn't particularly notable, sometimes it isn't even noticeable, but it can be far more meaningful, especially in the long run. The difference a tiny improvement can make over time is astounding. Habit/identity. Habit. Habit. A routine or practice performed regularly, an automatic response to a specific situation. That's what makes habits a bit challenging to be changed. Over time, it becomes automatic and executed unconsciously, and it also becomes our identity. That's why change should be on the identity, on the source of the problem. How to change habits. There are 3 layers of behavior change: a change in your outcomes, a change in your processes, or a change in your identity. With outcome-based habits, the focus is on what you want to achieve. With identity-based habits, the focus is on who you wish to become. Many people begin the process of changing their habits by focusing on what they want to achieve. This leads us to outcome-based habits. In order to improve for good, you need to solve problems at the systems level. Fix the inputs and the outputs will fix themselves. The alternative is to build identity-based habits. With this approach, we start by focusing on who we wish to become. Awareness or being self-conscious. Habit is an automatic response to a specific situation. The automatic character of habit makes it invisible. We do it unconsciously. Therefore, habits have to be acknowledged. We have to be aware of them to change them. Pointing and calling. James Clear noted 2 different techniques that have been efficient in other fields, such as pointing and calling that has been used in Japanese railway conductors. They were pointing and calling each task they will accomplish in order to increase awareness state and minimize errors and risk. If you want to cut back on your junk food habit but notice yourself grabbing another cookie, say out loud, "I'm about to eat this cookie, but I don't need it. Eating it will cause me to gain weight and hurt my health." Hearing your bad habits spoken aloud makes the consequences seem more real. It adds weight to the action rather than letting yourself mindlessly slip into an old routine. This approach is useful even if you're simply trying to remember a task on your to-do list. Just saying out loud, "Tomorrow, I need to go to the post office after lunch," increases the odds that you'll actually do it. You're getting yourself to acknowledge the need for action, and that can make all the difference. Scorecard. Second technique is called Habits Scorecard. It's so simple and easy. It consists on creating your own list of your daily habits. Here's a sample of where your list might start. Wake up. Turn off alarm. Check my phone. Go to the bathroom. Weigh myself. Take a shower. Brush my teeth. Floss my teeth. And so on. Once you have a full list, look at each behavior, and ask yourself, is this a good habit, a bad habit, or a neutral habit? If it is a good habit, write plus next to it. If it is a bad habit, write dash. If it is a neutral habit, write equals. For example, the list above might look like this. Wake up equals. Turn off alarm equals. Check my phone. Go to the bathroom equals. Weigh myself plus. Take a shower plus. Brush my teeth plus. Floss my teeth plus. Put on deodorant plus. Hang up towel to dry equals. The process of behavior change always starts with awareness. Strategies like pointing and calling and the habits scorecard are focused on getting you to recognize your habits and acknowledge the cues that trigger them, which makes it possible to respond in a way that benefits you. You choose the identity you want. You choose the identity you want. You have the power to change your beliefs about yourself. Your identity is not set in stone. You have a choice in every moment. You can choose the identity you want to reinforce today with the habits you choose today. The science of how habits work. The science of how habits work. The process of building a habit can be divided into 4 simple steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. Breaking it down into these fundamental parts can help us understand what a habit is, how it works, and how to improve it. This 4-step pattern is the backbone of every habit, and your brain runs through these steps in the same order each time. The cue triggers a craving, which motivates a response, which provides a reward, which satisfies the craving and, ultimately, becomes associated with the cue. Together, these 4 steps form a neurological feedback loop: cue, craving, response, reward, cue, craving, response, reward, that ultimately allows you to create automatic habits. This cycle is known as the habit loop. The 4 laws of behavior change. The 4 laws of behavior change. The 4 laws of behavior change provides a simple set of rules for creating good habits and breaking bad ones. How to create a good habit. The first law, cue make it obvious. The second law, craving make it attractive. The third law, response make it easy. The fourth law, reward make it satisfying. We can invert these laws to learn how to break a bad habit. How to break a bad habit. Inversion of the first law, cue make it invisible. Inversion of the second law, craving make it unattractive. Inversion of the third law, response make it difficult. Inversion of the fourth law, reward make it unsatisfying. This is a gradual evolution. We do not change by snapping our fingers and deciding to be someone entirely new. We change bit by bit, day by day, habit by habit. We are continually undergoing micro-evolutions of the self. This is one reason why meaningful change does not require radical change. Small habits can make a meaningful difference by providing evidence of a new identity. And if a change is meaningful, it actually is big. That's the paradox of making small improvements. Putting this all together, you can see that habits are the path to changing your identity. The most practical way to change who you are is to change what you do.